what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets were clear, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and all of the free.
All right, good morning and happy Monday. Look at this beautiful shot of our Paramount camera. You can see the Paramount Water Tower, and then mixed behind in the background, lots of clouds. So we're expecting a little bit more of the clouds to increase as we head into the second half of the day. And that's because we have a couple things going on right now. But first, I want to show you what we're dealing with. So you can see that there is a system to the north of us. This is what's going to increase our cloud cover overhead. However, we're not looking at this system possibly bringing us some showers, but we could see some leftover moisture from the system that brought us rain yesterday. So that's why it's a little confusing. There's just a couple of things going on, a couple of disturbances. So this is what's going to play a big role in our weather forecast today. All right, so let's talk about our forecast because it is definitely changing compared to what we saw this time last week. So here's a quick look at our weather headlines. We're talking about isolated showers tapering off as we head into the rest of the morning. But again, we'll see more clouds from that system I just showed you to the north of us. And then as we head into the middle of the week, a slow warm up begins. And because we're looking at much warmer conditions with that dry air and it's going to push away any of the clouds, we will see some really cold overnights as we head into Wednesday night, Thursday night, and also into Friday night. So basically the second half of the week. But here's a quick look at the last 3 days here in Southern California, or last 14 days, that is. We've seen so much rain here from Christmas Day all the way up until about this weekend. So we saw more than 20 inches up in the mountains of Ventura County. Camarillo saw over 5.5 inches so far. Thousand Oaks over 7 inches, just under 8 inches for the Burbank area, over 7 inches for downtown LA, and then for Lancaster, just under 4 inches. But here's a look at what this means for all of us. So we started the rainy season back on October 1st. So here for downtown LA, normally this time of year, we should be just over 4.25 inches. And this is where we are now. Look at this. We are more than 14 inches. So we have almost gotten our entire yearly rainfall total just within the last couple of months. The goal every year is we want to get up to at least 14.25 inches. Last year, we didn't even get that. We saw just over 8 inches. So we were really dry. So we're slowly making up for it. Camarillo, this is what you've seen so far just this month. Remember, we're only on the first Monday of January. So just under 1.5 inches. So that now puts you, since the rainy season started, over 13 inches. This is fantastic. So everyone is just a little bit above average. So here's a look. I want to show you what we are seeing here in Southern California as we head into the next few hours. There's still a chance, as I mentioned, to see some isolated scattered showers here and there in Southern California, but a lot of it starts to taper off as we head into the afternoon. But don't be surprised if you see sort of a pop-up shower, depending on where you live here. So some areas could see it, some could not. So it's just going to be kind of hit or miss because we do have a lot of moisture still lingering in our atmosphere just because we had so much rain the last 3 days. Now here's a look. I want to show you temperature-wise because we are talking about some temperatures still hovering slightly below average with a little bit of that sea breeze still lingering with us. So here's a look. We're talking about temperatures today only really topping out in the 60s for most areas. Low 60s for Woodland Hills, low 60s for Santa Monica, and also for the Manhattan Beach area. We'll have those low 60s for Long Beach, low 60s also for Huntington Beach, and even our inland communities near the foothills, low 60s, and our Inland Empire also looking at at some low 60s. So all around, basically, we're just looking at some really cool temperatures here in Southern California. Here's a look at temperatures and also what we're going to see in the next hour. So Irvine, there is a chance of a stray shower here. You could see, and then you're looking at temperatures basically still lingering in the low 60s, but with a lot more of the cloudy conditions. For Santa Ana this month, you saw just under half an inch of rain. So this now puts you at just under 6.5 inches, which is double of where you should be for the rainy season so far. We're looking pretty good. Riverside also looking pretty good. Since the rainy season started, we saw just over 5 inches of rain. So what's happening is this next system may miss us by moving a little bit more to the south here in Southern California. So that's why we will see some cooler, cloudier conditions for tomorrow. Then the second half of the week looks so much better. Look at this, lots of sunshine. We're gradually warming up to the low 70s by Sunday. Same thing with our valley locations as well. Sunday, both Saturday and sunny 70s Saturday and Sunday. All right, Chris and Amy, back to you.
We are CBS LA. We are yours.